Anyway, I need to get some coax out of the wall, because I had up in the garden this antenna. It's from UK Antennas. It's an end-fed half-wave 80 to 10 metre wire, 49 to 1 transformer, 400 watts. I've got a couple of these. This is the one I was using. I bought another one that's only 40 metres transformer, and I just changed the wire over each time. But this is the one I had up because I was using it between those bands, mainly on 40 metres. It was a good antenna on 40 metres. I only had it up in the garden, strung around the conservatory, and it worked fine. But anyway, taking it down now. I've sold the 756 Pro, the Icon 756 Pro that I was using it with. That went a long time ago, so I no longer need the antenna up, do I? No point in keeping it up if I don't use it. So, taking that down. Now I just need to get the coax out. So what we'd do, we'd fire up this Weller gas-powered soldering iron. I mean, I've got a soldering iron in here, an electric-powered one. I've got this one here I could use, but I don't know if this one even works. So let's fire this up and get the old, because I've got to take the PL259 off the end of the coax in order to get it through the hole in the wall, because the hole in the wall is a lot smaller than the coax, the PL259. So got to get that off. I don't want to cut it. It's easier if I just unsolder it, unscrew it, take it out. So let's get going on that, shall we? I ain't got a whole lot of time. It's nearly dinner time, see? Got to go and feed the kids in a minute. So I just wanted to get this done. You know when you're doing something and you think, I just want to get this done quick. So I thought, let's quickly get this done. I wonder if it's got any gas in it. Sounds like it's got a little bit of gas in it. Got the tumble dryer on out there, so it's a bit noisy. Why isn't it sparking? Ah, that's why. I don't think it's got enough gas in it. Right, let's find some gas. I think I've got some gas somewhere. The only one I've got is this one, and it's a bit empty. Butane for maximum performance. So ain't a lot left in there, but hopefully it'll be enough. I can get it going. Oh, there's a little window there. Tells you how much it's got in it. Must have a leak or something. So we do it that way. Don't work that way, does it? I'll go that way. There you go. It's filling up now. Oh yeah, it's full up now. Full right up. There you go. Hopefully you can see that in the window there. Little bubble. Full right up now. Got full potential now, that's for sure. Right. Get rid of all the gas. Let the gas go out. Let a bit of flowage go out. Don't want to be exploding myself, do I? Bloody blimey. Imagine that. Right. It wouldn't light, but it's just managed to light it. So it's just lit. It's got a little bit of solder on the end of it already, look. Let it heat up a little bit. I ain't got any water in there. It's a nice little soldering iron kit, this one. Little spanner there. A little spanner, yeah, for doing up and undoing your tips. Got a few different tips in here. Not bad. Little blowtorch one, a thicker one. Don't know what that one's for. Might be for plastic welding or something. That might, I reckon that's a plastic welding tip, possibly. Don't know. I like a bit of plastic welding. Right, the camera's going to run out of battery as well, so let's get this done, shall we? Get that screwed down there. It should be heating up nicely now. Should be able to melt that off with any luck. At least it works. I didn't know if this soldering iron was going to work. I thought it might not fire up or whatever. There we go. It's off. Just got to tidy it up a little bit now. There we go. There we go, that's that tidy. That's that off the end of that. Just go and get a rag to clean the end of the tip. Nice. That works alright, doesn't it? Turn that off, turn it on to minimum. Lovely. Leave that there to cool down. Lovely jubbly. Take off my, I've got a ferrite ring around this bit of coax. Take that off, like that. Brilliant, job done. Righto you lot, so I think it's about time we moved up and started sorting through some of this stuff, see what we find. I've got the stalkers. There's some interest in the stalkers, the radios. There's a little bit of interest in those so far. Haven't even advertised them yet. But I can see that one says fans, so it's probably going to be a box of fans. It's a box of wires and bits and bobs, so let's just get going. Right, so that I don't end up with a big just mess everywhere. If I get it all down, I'm going to do it bit by bit. So I've just got the first load of boxes down. The first box, I think this is probably that. Do you remember I had that whole life soldering iron? Well, for me, it was faulty. But loads of other people, they said, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I've got one and it's fine. Well, you know, fine. But there we go. There's a brand spanking new whole life soldering iron in there. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it up for sale. Bloody hell, that ain't weathered well. Look at that. Brand spanking new. And it's started to go rusty, look. Anyway, I'm just going to sell it like that. I'm just going to say, brand new soldering iron. 40 or whatever. For parts not working, whatever. But it works. It's just I thought the handle got a little bit hot. But I didn't like that. You see, I like a bit of quality, and that is Chinese, and I don't like Chinese. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. Next on the list, so I've got a box. Don't know what's in this box. Right, okay. So we've got a fuel pump. There's a petrol pump for this. Oh, this was for the Focus, for the RS. This is the original one. Ah, okay, I could actually sell this. This is actually worth some money. This is actually worth some money, this one. Who remembers that Focus, that Mark 1 RS? Holy cow, man. I ragged the shit out of that. And there's a little float for it. Little filter goes on there. Right, well I could actually, this is actually worth some money. So, is this an original one or is this a D? This is the original one, I think. B6, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Fuel pump for a Mark 1 Focus RS. Yeah, man, that was crazy, that one. When I bought that Mark 1 Focus RS, I didn't really know what I was buying. I just wanted a nice car. That was a nice car. Looked alright, so I bought it. Turned out to be a Mark 1 RS. I was like, wow, this is good. Ragged it around for ages. It overheated so many times. It seized up once because it overheated too much because it had a hole in all the coolant come out. And then the spark plug, bit off the end of the spark plug, got jammed between the piston and the valve. The head gasket had gone on it. And I just sold it. There was someone who used to be a bit of a friend, but he ain't really no more because he keeps scamming me, like, you know, kind of thing. And he wanted to buy it, so I sold it to him. And I think really in the end he sold it because I sold it to him. He had it up for sale for about 4 or 5 grand more than what he paid for it afterwards. But to be honest, I knew one of the pistons had a chunk out of it. The head gasket had gone, and it's just so much work that needed to be done on it. It just weren't really worth it. So I thought, well, you can have it, and I'll let him have it. And man, I ragged that around so much. That time when it seized up was unbelievable. It just got too hot. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So that's a fuel pump for a Mark 1 Focus RS. So I'll keep that aside, and let's go on the RS forum and list that on there. This is just a box. Is there anything in it? Don't feel like there is. No. See, look, I wrap everything up nicely. When I buy something, I wrap all that up nicely. Look, put it back in the box. And the reason I keep the box is in case I wanted to sell the thing again. And this is for a Stereo mag mount, PL mag 145 PL. And so one of my antennas. But is it worth keeping this box? Not really, because I could probably fit a little CB radio in there and post that off. So that's going to go in the pile of potential boxes. HDMI cable, bloody hell, they come in handy these days, didn't they? That's why I kept it. But there you go. And a box for a Mardave. All right, nice. Well, I've still got the Mardave. Where is it? I don't know. Oh, it's on the table in the other room, isn't it? So, yeah, Mardave Street Stocks. This really, I keep this because I've still got the get rid of that. I've still got the RC car, and I still use it. So, oh look, different gearings and bearings and bits and bobs in there, ready for that. So, very nice. Right, so I was just, when I pulled this box down, this radio fell down. I don't know what that's all about. Another radio there, look. It's a Moonraker. Don't know whether it works. Didn't even know I had it. It just fell down as I pulled the box off. So, luckily it didn't fall on the floor or nothing. It fell just sort of on the table. So, that'll be alright. List that up for sale. Get rid of that because it's got my address on it. See you later. Random fan. One of them things, forget what it's called. That goes with an antenna, so I'll put that over there. Got a front brake reservoir for a pit bike, an old dipstick kickstart and a couple of levers. A bit of wire, so a bit of solder on it. I don't know why I got that for. In here. Oh, okay. Very nice. So I've got, looks like I might have been doing a bit of dissecting at one point. Got an old Harvard 410T, it's in bits. I can't see anybody wanting that. Nobody's going to want that, are they? Who's going to want that? I mean, you can say that they might want it for parts, but who's going to want parts? Just checking, is any of that my address? Nope, none of that's my address. Good. Anybody can have the parts, but who's going to want parts for a 410T, and who's going to want them sort of parts? You can probably just buy brand new resistors and things for cheaper. Got a suppressor, ground loop isolator. When I used to have, I used to use this back when I was a teenager. I used to like having subs and amps and everything in my car. And oh man, I had amps and subs all over the place, and I had power caps, you know, big power caps like what were they, like not 4 farad, I don't know what they were, but they were big ones. I can't remember exactly what they used to be. Looked like great big paint tins. They did massive things, and keep everything going. I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that? Hang on through. Fans on a switch. Oh man, look, you can't even see, can you? This is just literally a box of fans, man. There's computer fans, computer wiring, because at one time, those of you might not know, at one time I tried to start a business building and repairing computers and laptops, iMacs, and Dells, any laptop computer. I did iPhones, I tried to do iPads, but they're just fucking gay. I hate iPads because the screens are glued on. Yeah, and I just used to just build. So these are all the remnants, you know, of all the computers that I've taken apart in the past and put new fans on and new graphics cards, CPUs and everything. The reason the business didn't take off is because I didn't put my effort into it. It was just annoying people, you know, customers and all that. Weren't really my thing. So I've got a box of fans. The reason I've kept them is because when I started getting into CB radio, you all need a fan to keep a burner cool, and you never know when you're going to need a new fan. I mean, look at that one. That's a nice fan. Look at that. I bet that works well. Used to go on a computer. I bet that's a nice fan. It looks like it lights up as well. These ones, look, nice little fans. Yeah, man. Lovely. Got numerous ones of them. Big ones, little ones. Heat sinks. There's even some heat sinks down here. Little fan on the heat sink, look. Right. That's all right, is it? Oh look, fucking Jesus Christ. Well, there we go. Well, there you go, box of fans, and an old radio. That's just going to go in the bin, I think, because no one's going to want that. That probably go in the bin. I mean, who's going to want that? Right, let's see what else is next. I just found this here is for the Mark 1 Focus RS, which I've obviously now sold. But this goes over, it's the cover for the OBD2 port, the diagnostics port. Yeah. I had the diagnostics on it so often that I just left the port off and left the plug in it. With the turbo timer went up in there as well. So whoever's got the car now is missing this. But I've got it. So there we go. A little bit of memory for me. That was a good old car. I did like it. But yep, it was time to go. I couldn't afford to fix it after I broke it. Alright. This one I think is going to fall down. I've got a little train set up here. Oh, there goes my light. Right, this one's just a train set. Drop everything now. What have we got here? Right. Don't know what that is. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Move all this. All this going in the bin. I don't want any of this. All going in the bin. All going in the bin. See you later. Oh, now whatever that is. Whatever that is, it's no more. That's probably dead. Oh, I don't know how to get that down without hitting the light. Oh bloody hell! All right, I've got a box of microphones. Alright, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Box of microphones. God, oh, fucking Jesus. Right, get off of there. Alright. Oh. Box of microphones is too heavy. Oh. Alright. Oh, forged. That's a box for a forged actuator. That went on... Oh look, made in Great Britain. That went on the Mark 1 Focus RS, that did. But now we've just got a load of gauges in there. Nice. I dare say somebody might want to buy them, but have I got the time to try and sell them? Don't know. That's going to go in there. Quite a lot of dust around here. That's going to go in the maybe sell pile. Dust, sorry. In the maybe sell pile. And what's this all about? I'll look through there in a minute. Right. Let's see what we've got here. I don't even know. I might just stick a box together of old equipment. I ain't got a fucking clue what it is, and just see if someone wants to buy it. I reckon that's what I'm going to do. Oh dearie me. Oh look, brand new. What are these for? Made in China. Don't surprise me. Brand new brand spanking new. What's that all about? Now these will come in handy. I will keep them. Then go in my electrical box. Oh look, got a distribution box. Little switch on it. Little voltage meter. All the wiring in there. God bloody, I can't remember how I done that, but all the little terminals and whatever. Little lights along the bottom there, so it lights up underneath. Wire with a fuse on it. Nice. Very nice. That can go in the for sale section. That can be on this for sale. Oh, there's no scrumpled up muff there. Look. That can go in the bin. See you later. What's in here then? Oh, it's an EC990 echo chamber. Look at that. EC990 echo chamber. That's good, isn't it? For a Uniden. Nice. I had that on the Uni-Ace 300. Back when I come into radio, everybody had echo when I come into radio, and I thought that there was one bloke, Mr. Murdoch, and I thought he lived in a cave. Genuinely, I was like, why is he echoing? No one else is. He must live in a cave or somewhere like that. And yeah, it turns out he just had an echo chamber. But there you go. That's a nice one. Do I want to sell that? I don't know, man, because it's a good bit of kit, like, to have a mess around with. But then again, the radio that I'm using, the one and only radio that I've got, that I'm going to keep, has an echo board fitted. So I don't really need that, do I? No, I don't. Right, that's it. That's for sale. Right, that's in the for sale section. See you later. Oh, these mats. I won't sell these mats. Look, I've got a brand new load of mats. That's handy. Not just for radio things, but that's handy in general. I've got a bit of bracket for something. I'm just going to put a box together later on. Oh, look, more brand new. They ain't going to. They come in handy for things like charging batteries, them crocodile clip things. Right, patch leads. We've got patch leads after patch leads. Where's my other box of patch leads, man? Speaker cable for speakers. This is just a box of wires. Look, you lot. Literally a box of wires. This red coax cable you can't buy anymore, from my understanding. This is bloody good coax cable, and as far as I know, you can't actually buy it anymore. So, look at that. Oh, bloody hell, man. Alright. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for these the other day. Binatone chargers for some walkie-talkies. I've got the walkie-talkies somewhere. Little aerials all over the place. Right, so this is just... Look at that. This is literally... What the fuck is that? Ah! That's for a... I bought this from Waters and Stanton's. For a Adonis 708 microphone, I think. This is a little power module, and you hook it up to 12 volts and it powers the microphone. For radios, if you don't put batteries in it, and for radios that don't power the microphone, this is like a 12 volt version, little thing. And I didn't need it, and Waters and Stanton sold it to me. I didn't need it, and they wouldn't take it back. So I've ended up with this, and it's a niche market. I mean, who's going to want to buy one of these for an Adonis 708 microphone? Probably nobody, and it's brand new from Waters and Stanton's. So I'm stuck with that now. That cost me like 40 quid. They wouldn't take it back. So that's an old spark plug cleaner for cleaning spark plugs back in the bloody whatever 50s. God knows when. So really, that ain't any good anymore. That can really go in the bin. There's the right little walkie-talkies. Well, that's not them ones though, is it? That's for a different one. Brand new bit of what is this? RG58. Look, brand new roll of RG58. What did I buy that? Another bit there. Look. Another brand new bit of RG58. This is all just wire, all just shit. Random. That's handy. That's a thing. PSP case. Look. That's a power cable for a radio. That's handy. There we go. That's what the ones that they go in. Look. Them ones go in there, like that. Don't know what that one's for, but that's what them ones go in. So they're handy. Let's find a thing for that. Light. Kinds of wires. There's a fuse. That's a big old couple of fuses for some amps and subwoofers and whatever else you want to put in the car. They come in handy. Little retractable mouse for a computer. Right, I'm just going to put a box together, a box of wires, and see who wants to buy the box of wires, basically. Nearly forgot to have a look through the box of microphones, but I found over there another Moonraker microphone. That must be the one that goes with that Moonraker radio, look. Moonraker microphone. That Moonraker radio. Oh, I wonder if this is the one that Colin Ketley sent me a radio once. I wonder if this is that one. I think it got broken in the postage. I think that's why. I think that's this one. Anyway, got a Serio. That's not Serio, is it? It's a CTE International proper mount, stainless steel one. I had that on the back of the Land Rover. There's all the coax for it. And a little earth wire. Have I got any use for that anymore? No. I think I'm going to stick that up for sale. Proper gutter mount. Did I say roof mount? I meant a gutter mount. It's seen better days, but it still work. And you can even replace the coax if you wanted to. You know, very easy to replace. The mount's the good thing. So that's going to go up for sale. Got some more coax there. I don't know why I've got all this bloody coax all over the place, to tell you the truth. You look, RG58. One half's got a PO259, the other half hasn't. What that's all about, I honestly haven't got a clue. That's all going to go in the for sale section. I've got a little box here. Oh, what's this? There's a wire for something. That's a microphone wire for a Yaesu 1900. Little ball valve there. Look, that'll come in handy for something. That will come in handy from those pipes. Some wire. Look, what's this all about? Ah, little hubcaps for the LT50 quad bike. Alright, they are genuine parts. And that is a genuine part that I need to keep for the quad. Because that's going to be a repair series coming up at some point. We've got a little box of microphones here. Could be a better box. We've got some Sharmans microphones, standard mics. What do you call them? Fist mics. Americans call them coffin mics, I think. Whatever you want to call them. Or is it coffin mics, fist mics, whatever. Uni-Ace. Got a Uni-Ace microphone. What have we got here? Fidelity. Got a Fidelity microphone there. CB microphone, just a generic Chinese one. Puma, Palmer, Sherman's. CB microphone again. Comtron, got a Comtron microphone there. Oh look, that's the microphone for that wire. Where's that wire gone? There it is, look. There's the wire, and there's the microphone for it. That plug, does that, what end? Does that not go in that end, is it? Does that go in that end? Oh. You must have to take it apart. You have to unscrew it and then plug it in. I wonder why the wire's not on it. Anyway, that's the mic for that. I'm going to keep this because I don't know why I've got two. But no, I'm keeping that radio. So I'm keeping that. I've got a plug here, look. Plug with that on the end of it. Why? Why? A wire goes for some kind of CB. Don't know which one. With a cigarette plug on the end of it. What's it all about? You look, microphones all over the place. Right. That's going to go on as just a box of microphones for sale. See you later. Got this thing. 24 12 volt converter. 8 to 11 amp surge. Wallen and whatever that says. Right, okay. So if this is, I wonder if this will be useful to anybody. I genuinely don't know. This would have come in a box of, no, I was talking the other day about I like to get the boxes from Silent Keys and people who pack up and all that. This would have come in a box of stuff like that. And, yeah, it ain't no use to me. Never was any use to me. So, what is that? So that's going to go, oh, little 12 volt power meter. That will come in handy. I'm going to keep that because that's going to come in handy for my little bench that I'm building up. I'm building a little bench for RC stuff. Oh, 20 volts. I lied, it's 20 volts. Up to 20, yeah, of course it is. But always up to 20, so I can measure 12. That will come in handy, so I'm keeping that. That's going to be good for my little bench I'm making up. Little battery box with a switch on it. Where's the switch? There it is. This is for holding batteries. Obviously, undo the screw and put some AA batteries in there. Why have I got that? Anybody's guess. What's this thing here? Look, this thing. Don't know what it is. Got wires going in and out of it. That's going to go in just a box of stuff. literally just a box of stuff. I'm just going to put it up for sale, because if no one buys it, it's going to go in the bin, and I'm not going to list it all individually because I don't know what the hell it is. I just found the adapter plug for these little Binatone radios, so I'm sticking them on charge, see if they work. They might work all right. These little handheld walkie-talkies, they're handy, man, especially when you've got kids, because they're like a bit of fun, don't they? I've got my Motorola ones, I've got some kids ones, I've got these ones. I used to have these when I used to do convoys, we used to do street racing back in the day, and yeah, handy to talk to each other. Before I really got into CB, I used to use these PMR radios to talk to my friends and that, when we were in convoys and going to shows and bits and bobs like that, you know. So they've had a lot of use, but they've been dead for a long time, so whether they'll charge, I don't know. But yeah, they're on charge now. I'm taking photographs of all the bits and bobs, and we'll get there. Righto, you lot, I'm out of here. I've got places to be. But I've sold my little box of random microphones, and I've also potentially sold all the CBs, I think. The little 4 of them. So they're all sold. That's handy, innit? They didn't take long, did they, eh? These have been on charge for about 8 hours now. The one at the front won't hold a charge. The one at the back holds a bit of a charge, not a lot, but I can get batteries for this easy. There's a place in London called the Small Battery Company, and they deal in any small batteries. You can get them for cameras, for little radios like that. Any random little battery that you can buy normal batteries, but they do all the little obscure batteries that you just can't find anywhere. I know that some things have really weird shaped batteries, or weird voltages, or just weird batteries. The Small Battery Company was in London, central London, but obviously they deliver, and they deliver the next day as well. I've ordered stuff before at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it come the next day in the morning post. So brilliant service from the Small Battery Company. That's not a sponsored, I keep going on about them, but they're bloody good, and if you want batteries, go there. I'll get them from there. I'll get a few batteries for them little radios. I've got the charger now, so that's handy. Sort them out, lovely jubbly. I've had a few random people. One person on the radios, he said, can you at least throw in an antenna for one of them? I was like, well, what makes you think I've got antennas to sell, dude? I haven't got any antennas. Oh, you must have an antenna, he goes. I said, no, I'm selling a job lot of untested CB radios. That's what I'm selling. Not antennas, dude. I'll catch you on the next one. You lot, all the best. And just enjoy yourselves. A video coming up probably soon. I'm going to walk around and have a couple of churches. I love a church. All the history and the ghosts and everything around there. It's bloody brilliant. All the best. Enjoy yourselves and just, yeah, don't be gay.